Did you know SharePoint could do that? Day 19. Welcome back to my 30-day series where I show you 30 different things that SharePoint could do that you probably didn't know about because you think it's just a document storage tool. At the end of every episode, I also give you a fun fact about myself. In this episode, I want to tell you about tracking your KPIs. Did you know that you could track your external KPIs on SharePoint? Now, here's how you would do it. First, let's just say you track your sales calls inside of some external system. And then from that external system, I'm sure that you can export the reports. So let's say you export the reports on a monthly basis, maybe weekly, whatever you want to do. Then that goes into a SharePoint library, and those just keep stacking up, stacking up, stacking up. You can connect Power BI to that SharePoint library to read all of those reports, and it'll pick up the new one every time it goes in there. Then this is where it gets sweet. You take a KPI page. Let's say you're the head of operations. You take a page on SharePoint and call it maybe the KPI page or ops headquarters, whatever you want to call it, just one page. And then on this page, you put Power BI data embedded on the page. You could also put who's the point of contact. You could put what the KPIs actually are. Then let's just take it a step further. This is why, to me, SharePoint is a great place for knowledge management. Let's say you're on that KPI page that the head of operations is managing. What if the person wants to know more about that first KPI or any of the KPIs? So what system do you use to do the calls? How often do you report it? Are there any FAQs? What else do I need to know about this process? Are there any strategies for doing more sales calls? That would be pertinent to the people who join the sales team. And the reason why I say you got to do stuff like this is because here's the last one. Here's one more bonus. Imagine the person is leaving the organization, this person in ops. When they leave and they're handing off a bunch of stuff to the new person that's taking over, they do it from sites and pages. So they can have a meeting with them, they can record it and then say, look, right here is where I track all the KPIs. You know what I'm saying? It all coming from these three systems. And if you want to know more about each KPI, click in further. You can find out who's your point of contact there. How often do they report, all of that stuff. Not an email with a bunch of attachments with them trying to fish through that. That is your SharePoint tip of the day. My fun fact today is I am wearing a Mets hat, you know what I mean? But I don't watch any baseball. I own multiple Yankees hats. So sometimes people will be like, hey, who's your player, or what do you think of the Yankees this year? And I gotta be like, nah, I don't even watch baseball. I see you tomorrow for day 20. We're almost there. We're in the home stretch.